under J. Edgar Hoover and the counterintelligence program of the United States government, they treated us like we were aliens, sending spies and agent provocateurs in among all our black organizations to discredit our black leaders and cause us to fight and kill one another. The government did this.
Went to prison for dope, got out and sold the same thing. Tell Chitwood, Daytona niggas don't gang bang. Wasn't offered a job, but offered an EBT card. I kept the bills paid and bought cars, selling hard. Why they bring up old charges when I go to court? And why they give them hoes the upper hand with that child support? Can't get no apartment in my name, shown no respect. Tell me where I'm supposed to stay, fuck your background check. They giving niggas federal time for petty crimes. He copping a half ounce, he sell niggas and dimes. The police killing niggas, it's time for us to start uniting. It's time to speak up, time to stand up, time to start fighting. I can start with the shooting and say I stood my ground. Trayvon whooped George Zimmerman, so he shot him down. He wasn't gonna tell on himself and break his code of silence, but he'll beat up a hoe, that's all he know, domestic violence.
So it's guns and drugs and jobless men. Guns and drugs and pain-filled men. Guns and drugs and bitter, frustrated men. Guns and drugs and men with no creative mind. Guns and drugs and a man that is not really a man of his own.
Convicted felon ain't got no civil rights, ain't never voted. Can't bear arms, ain't supposed to have this 40, but I told it. Swinging doors and selling sand, that's how I came up. All you minimum wage niggas, step your game up. All my partners, career criminals turned businessmen. Gotta be smart with that money, gotta be playing to win. And I just got put over, ain't had no tag light. Officer put his gun and blinded me with his flashlight. He said, step out the car, I'm kinda hesitating. Ain't got nothing, I got license, so I'm cooperating. He say he pat me down for his own safety. I know he thinkin' shoot, he ain't thinkin' mace me. I swear for God I ain't have no dope, but end up going to jail. They say they found some dope. Eyes bloodshot red, pupils dilated. Feeling like a rape victim, violated.
We don't intend to live in poor housing. We don't intend to live like dogs. You owe us a debt. Germany is paying reparations to the Jews for the Holocaust that the Germans put on the Jews.
When Mike Brown died, they did that, they posed a riot. You're a pussy nigga in my eyes if you kept quiet. He say he did his job, he did what he was supposed to do. And if he feel like that by him, that's how he feel about you. They ain't indict him, called it a justifiable homicide. Now every day he gotta be strapped when he come outside. Eric Garner died, his last words was I can't breathe. Why the police wearing t-shirts saying I can't breathe? You'll never get a shot off that go uncontested. It ended with a riot, started with protesting. We all affiliated with dope and all these hoes horn. If you don't know where you been and you don't know where you going, y'all act like slavery didn't exist, segregated schools. I ain't tripping, I ain't crazy either, use the fool. Dr. King marched for our civil rights, he had a vision. Why that's the first thing they take now when you go to prison.
Real pleasure was never meant to come from a woman. I'm gonna say that again. Real pleasure was never meant to come from a woman. Women give men pleasure, but real pleasure comes from creative thinking and then seeing what you think come into reality by the work of your hands. That's real pleasure.